I pull up, and I promise y'all, I'm outside, like, walking up to the club, and Shaunnie, I told y'all she's bold. She's like, again, she's checking me. She's like, dude.
Why didn't you tell me you liked me? Why couldn't you come and tell me you liked me yourself? Why'd you have to tell my girl you liked me?
And so I was just,
Love you, boo.
hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hey, everybody.
We're happy to have you guys here with us. We just want to thank you guys for checking us out on the last video. We finally got broken into YouTube, so to speak. That was our first video. We enjoyed it very much. It was a lot of fun doing it. We shared it with you guys on our Facebook pages, and we had so many of you guys check us out and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you guys for that.
Absolutely. We got a lot of private messages from you guys as well, asking us to continue. Some people were telling us things they want us to talk about, and we're just going to have a blast with you guys. So we just want to get right back into it. On the last video, we told you that we would talk about how we met. So we just want to talk about that. How
you want to start off?
Well, we're just going to... Let's give them a little bit of background so they'll understand why we met the way we met.
Okay. So this is our senior years in college. We're both seniors at this time.
Yes. And I was a music producer. And I had just started a record label on campus. And the goal was, of course, to sign a bunch of talented recording artists, rappers and singers, and produce the music for them with our production team. My wife's manager at the time came to us and he said, oh man, I got this great artist. She's off the chain. She's really beautiful, et cetera, et cetera. So myself and my team at the time, I had two guys working A&R, Ed Sneed, a really good friend of mine, and another guy by the name of I'm not going to tell y'all why we called him but those of y'all who knew us at the time knew and he's the one who really connected us with Shaunnie, and so we packed our things up and we went over to audition her. It was her dorm room, her apartment, and we got there. She looked as beautiful as ever, but I couldn't wait to hear what she was going to present to us. So she decided to sing some Anita Baker.
Yes, that was one of my favorite artists then.
Do you remember the song you sang?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the song. I don't remember the song at all.
Neither do I, to be honest. It doesn't. No one in the world. You Did With Love.
I can't remember. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm
sorry. It was a long time ago, so it's okay. We're talking, 24 years ago. Wow. Yeah, I know, it's a long time. So to make a long story short, Shaunnie did her audition. She forgot the lyrics to the song and stuff like that. So, those of you guys who know me know that I'm really serious about music. So I was just kind of like, you know what? Maybe she's not ready. She's really cute, but and she has a great voice. She's talented, but maybe she's just not quite ready. So went back, talked it up with the team, and we said we'd continue to look for other artists and so forth, and then we would decide after we auditioned enough who we would really pick to work with. As I told y'all in the first video, my wife is she's pretty bold. So she saw me walking by one day in front of the towers at Howard, and she approached me. She's like, "Hey man, why didn't you ever call?
Why didn't you call me back? I thought we were supposed to be working together." Actually, he left out that when we actually left from the first audition, he said, "Yo, yeah, this is great. Let's get together and let's work out. Let's work together with some music. Let's collaborate, And I gave him my phone number to do so. And I did not hear from him.
I knew that we eventually would get back to her, but we were kind of looking really for someone that was kind of more ready, someone already recording demos and kind of had a following and things like that. So anyway, she stopped me and she's like, what's up with y'all?
I stopped him and I said, why didn't you call me? What's going on? And he said, oh, I'm sorry. I've just been busy. And and this and that. I said, well, let me, are you busy now? And he said, no, not really. So he hesitated. I said, okay, let's get to work right now. So that's when we went upstairs for the first time, and I saw his studio, and we started getting to know each other as artists.
Yeah, and she played me some of her. She actually had them written down on a piece of paper. I think she had about 40 songs. I don't remember the number, but it was a lot of songs that she had written. And she went through some of these songs, and some of them were incomplete and so forth. But man, the bones of the songs were just all there. You know, a lot of her songs were about past relationships, and none of them were malicious. They were actually very, very beautiful. And it showed me the true substance of her and where she came from as far as her heart is concerned. So I couldn't resist the urge to work with her and get some of her songs produced. It was a perfect match because I'm a unique type of producer. You know, I love beautiful music, pretty music. I think that's a great way to describe a lot of the music that I do. It comes from a very beautiful place. And so we started working a lot. I started producing her original stuff, but I had an opportunity come up with an artist that I was working with at the time. She had some relationships with some of the big labels in New York, and she was just an amazing talent, one of the most talented people at Howard University at the time. Everybody expected her to do great things, and my wife and myself decided to work on that project. And it turned out some great material. We actually worked on it with Raymond Reeder at his studio. He's the guy that wrote When I'm With You for Tony Terry. And that was a big song at the time. So we were just excited. She should have been in school studying and stuff like that. But no, at night we would head out to Maryland to the studio to work on this project.
Yes. And a lot of people, if you knew me before college, you wouldn't have known that I was. If you didn't know me, like if you weren't really, really close to me, you wouldn't have known that songwriting and singing was a big passion of mine. But this is something that God used to bring us together, and so we were stuck together like glue.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, pretty fantastic. But remember, y'all, this relationship at this time is still business. It's all
Right.
business. So we became friends. We were cool, really
Very
cool.
good friends, yeah.
Really cool. She knew all my friends,
All
my
his
circle,
girlfriends, all the little girls who
all my
liked
frat
him.
brothers, all my frat brothers, y'all know what I'm saying. They were around all the time, and they liked her a lot, man. We were all just real cool. You know, Shaunnie and I just decided that we were serious about our art, our craft, and we would go for it. Now, something happened though. In the middle of all of that, we were spending a lot of time together, and we got invited to
A jazz club.
yeah, it was a jazz club. Some of the people that knew was like, hey, y'all come through.
Right.
And, we just said, yeah, we'll go out and kick it. So I saw
We
her.
went separately.
Yeah,
He
we went separately.
He went with
yeah.
his boys. I went with my girls.
Bisonettes.
Bisonettes.
That was her
Howard
crew.
University Bisonettes. What's up, Michelle?
Yeah, so that night, speaking of Michelle, that night we were supposed to go out. Earlier in the day, I saw Michelle on campus, and I couldn't hold it in anymore. I was like, Michelle, man, I'm falling for your girl. And Michelle said, oh my God, I think she feels the same way about you. And so, I told Michelle, I was like, I don't want to mess up our business relationship. We work so well together. I really like her as a person. She's a good friend. And I would really hate to mess that up. So I thought that was the end of it. But I get to this event. It's a club. What was it called? Was it
I can't remember.
Mr. Henry's?
Was it? It was Miss. How did you remember that?
I don't know. I don't know.
It was
I
Mr.
really
Henry's.
don't. Sometimes I'm able to pluck this stuff out of my memory bank. But man, we went down to this club, and I pull up, and I promise y'all, I'm outside like walking up to the club, and Shaunnie, I told y'all she's bold. She's like, again, she's checking me. She's like, dude.
Why didn't you tell me you liked me? Why couldn't you come and tell me you liked me yourself? Why'd you have to tell my girl you liked me?
And so I was